Hey, welcome to Matter of Fact. I'm Noah, and today we're going to talk about interesting facts about the Founding Fathers. The first Founding Father we're going to talk about is good old George Washington. First, contrary to popular belief, he did not have wooden teeth. They were actually a mix of cattle, human, and hippopotamus teeth fitted with lead in his mouth. Also, out of all the Founding Fathers to become president, George Washington was the only one not to go to college. Also, he was the only president not to live in the White House. And lastly, he proposed to two different women twice and was turned down both times, but he later married Martha Custis, the richest widow in Virginia. The next Founding Father we're going to talk about is James Madison. Since James Madison was about 5'4" and 100 pounds, he was not allowed to join the militia and fight in the Revolutionary War. Instead, he turned to politics. Even though Madison is known as the father of the Constitution, arguably the most important legal document in modern history, he never received a law degree. And lastly, Madison outlived all other Founding Fathers when he died at the age of 85. Next up is Thomas Jefferson. He wrote the Declaration of Independence, and he served as a minister to France as the Constitution was being drafted. Thomas Jefferson also spent about $50 a day, or $915 today, for lavish entertaining, and when he left office after 8 years as president, his wine bill was $11,000, or about $201,000 today. And lastly, Thomas Jefferson died broke, but before his death, he was able to reduce part of his financial problems by accepting $25,000 from Congress for his private library. Those books were later used to establish the Library of Congress. Next we have John Adams. John Adams was the first president to have lived in the White House, and ever since him, all presidents have lived there. John Adams actually believed that it was beneath him to shake hands with anyone. He decided that he would bow instead. And lastly, John Adams was the first truly defense-minded president. He actually built the U.S. Navy to the point where it could compete with any other nation's navy. Up next is Benjamin Franklin. Benjamin Franklin was one of the two main Founding Fathers not to have actually become president. The highest political office he held was Minister to France, and he was also the oldest delegate at the Constitutional Convention. He made enough money at the age of 42 to retire, and then he devoted his life to science, politics, and inventing. Lastly, Benjamin Franklin was granted honorary degrees from Harvard, Yale, St. Andrews, William and Mary, and Oxford. The last Founding Father we're going to talk about here is who else but Alexander Hamilton. Hamilton was born out of wedlock in the West Indies, and he moved to the colonies at the age of 17. He wanted the U.S. to have a king, so he wrote to Prussia's Prince Henry asking him if he wanted the job. But before he could respond, it was decided that George Washington would become the president. And lastly, Hamilton is known as the father of the national debt because he believed that the more the government was in debt to the people, the more the people would want the government to succeed. I want to thank all of y'all for watching. This is the first part in a two-part series on early America. The second part will be out next week, and it will be covering interesting facts about the Constitution of the United States. Don't forget to check me out on Twitter and Google+. The links will be in the description box below. And new videos will be posted on my channel each Friday, so don't forget to like and subscribe and comment. And thanks for watching. Bye.